Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica, so happy you're here today. This, as much as it might look like it, is not a whip and chat, but I am almost finished with my current whip work in progress, which is Spring Mountain, and it's a Dreamer design kit, and I get to the point in these projects where I cannot stop. And so I was sitting here this morning trying to finish up this diamond painting, and I thought I would do a little bit of a video about how to diamond paint faster, things that I found that work for me. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be diamond painting so I can kind of show a little bit of what I do, what I've learned. If you are looking to diamond paint faster, these are some things that I have found in my diamond painting career, which is not that long, but nonetheless, these are some things that I've found in my diamond painting career that have helped me to get faster or finish projects faster. So while I am talking about those, I'm going to finish up this. I'm going to be working on this color, which is an AB, a red color to go into this flower here. And I don't think I'll finish this diamond painting during the video because I don't think this video is going to be very long. But here are some things that I have determined that have helped me diamond paint faster. Now, you might not want to diamond paint faster, and I totally understand that because it's about the process of diamond painting for a lot of people, including me. But I have found that sometimes when I get towards the end of a kit, I lose my mind and I want to get it done. Sometimes I'm kind of bored with the kit. Sometimes I am, oh, there's my light pad was off, no wonder. Sometimes I'm kind of bored with the kit, and sometimes I just really want to see what it's going to look like. Sometimes I want to have a kit done because I put out YouTube content, to be honest, and I want to have something to talk about. But, so if you do not want to diamond paint any faster, I totally get that. But the first and foremost thing that I have found that I do not do that helps me save time is, number one, I do not, let me slide this over so you can see the edge of my canvas here. I do not put washi tape on the edges of my diamond paintings. I am not that picky about how straight it is. If you are and you want to put washi tape on, I totally get it, but I don't put it on. I don't take the time to do that. I'd rather just get right into diamond painting when I start. And so that's one thing that I do that I think saves me some time. Now, it's not a ton of time, but it does save time. The other thing that's kind of similar to that is that I do not section out my canvas with washi tape. So if you're new to diamond painting or new-ish to diamond painting, you might have seen on Diamond Art Club kits, they have the perforated squares, which are, you can pull back and work on that particular area while the rest of it stays covered and protected. So a lot of people like to do that. Like on this Dreamer design kit, it was just one large piece of plastic and it's not perforated. So a lot of people like to put washi tape across the whole canvas in each direction, and then when they get to that section, they use a little knife to cut out their square. And that helps them to portion out the diamond painting area that they want to do that day. So I skip that. I do love the perforated squares on the Diamond Art Club canvases, but like on this one that doesn't have it, I still don't do that. You know what I do? I kind of pull back the canvas and I work on one color and I just figure out where I want to stop, and I diamond paint for as long as I'm going to diamond paint that day, and then I stop. I don't think that it adds much to have like particular squared off portions of your canvas. There are some creators on YouTube that I watch that do that in order to figure out how much they need to do for each day so that they can be done in a month. You know, a lot of people that diamond paint don't like to carry a whip from one month to the next. I don't have a problem with it. I don't care what day of the month I finish, what day of the month I started diamond painting. I don't wait for the beginning of a month. the only time I would wait is if it was required for an event that I was doing. So yeah, maybe it takes less time than I imagine, because I've actually never sectioned off a canvas. So for those of you who do it, let me know how long it takes. Let me know if you think I'm wrong and it makes you actually ultimately finish your canvas faster in the end. I'm sure that there's arguments on the other side of this, right? There's always, spoken like a true lawyer, but there's always two sides to every argument. I can make an argument either way for things. So yeah, let me know what it is that you love about sectioning off your canvas. I am that person who, again, you all know if you watched this channel before, I hate kitting up. I don't want to section out a canvas. I just want to jump into the project itself and start diamond painting when I start a canvas. I will say that I've noticed when I'm initially starting, I diamond paint much more slowly, probably fewer hours than when I am to the point where I'm almost done, like I am in this one. This is the last full color I need to do. Then I'm just going to go back and put in a few colors here and there that I missed. But I get, yeah, like I said, I get to the point where I really want to push it at the end to see what the canvas looks like, or just to be finished with the project for whatever reason. Another thing that you absolutely know, but I have to tell you anyway, I have to bring up, is multi-placing. So I have this is my only like non-Diamond Art Club comes with a kit pen. And I got this Diamond Art Club metal multi-placer. It is an 8-placer, right? I use it constantly. So the next way that you can save a lot of time, that this is like, clearly I didn't come up with this, everyone knows this, is that you can multi-place. So I've got, one just fell off, but I picked up 8 drills on this, one fell off. And then I can lay down so many drills at a time, and instead of single placing. When I first started diamond painting, I did single place an entire large canvas, which was Beauty in the Clouds. If y'all are familiar with that one, I single placed that whole thing. Why did my my light just went off and on, my light pad. Maybe I hit it. I single placed that whole thing. It took me like a month and a half. And I diamond paint usually at least a couple hours a day, y'all. So that was a long time. So as you can see, I'll single place quite a bit, when I'm just laying down one drill. But anytime I have an opportunity to lay down even 2 drills, I usually flip the pen over and use this side. Now you don't have to buy a special pen. All the pens in diamond paintings come with multi-placers. Some of them are different sizes. There are larger multi-placers than 8. There are smaller multi-placers than 8. I would say, oh my gosh, I keep turning this off on accident with my arm. I would say it's a little difficult at first when you're multi-placing to get things straight. So there is a learning curve, but just start now, because it will get easier and you will get better at it just as with anything else. Okay, another thing, little controversial maybe, controversial might be a strong word, but something else that I don't do is I don't really use release papers. I have before, I've tried it on a couple kits. You saw me try it on my 12-hour diamond painting challenge. You saw me do it on, I don't know if I did a whip and chat when I did the Eiffel Tower diamond painting. I have to clarify which one, because clearly I have several. The Eiffel Tower New Craft Day kit that I did, I also sectioned it off on that one with release paper. And the reason that I've heard most people say that they use release paper is they get like overwhelmed by seeing all of the areas of the kit that they haven't been able to get to yet. And I get that. I just don't happen to feel that way. I actually have found that when I use release paper, I stop diamond painting maybe before I otherwise would. Let me pull this over. Hopefully y'all can see. I'm on a new flower. So it slowed me down because I stopped diamond painting before I otherwise would have, because I was done with that particular release paper. Now, I'm sure that I could also get larger release papers, so that's less likely to happen. There's ways around that, but ultimately I found that I prefer to be able to see where I'm going as far as the diamond painting is concerned. And there's also another reason that I think is more important to not necessarily use release papers, and that is if you're looking to diamond paint faster. The reason for that is you can't see if there are 3 more drills of the same color right next to where you were gonna stop. And to me, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, if I know that I can finish off a color and not have to change colors as much, I am going to want to do those couple drills that are near where I was going to stop, so I don't have to, in my next session, use that color. So I think that in a way, it can slow you down if you are vehement about stopping exactly when that particular release paper ends. Now, you may have thought of that already and think, okay, well, that doesn't apply to me because I take a look at what's around my release paper. But again, I don't know. Why do you need to cover it up? It doesn't make a lot of sense for my brain. Do what works for you. Now, the other reason that I think release paper would slow me down personally is that I like to try to get, when I'm working on one color, I like to do a very large area and get every single drill of that color down. So on this particular canvas that I'm working on, it is, how big is it? I think it's 60 by 60. Yeah, it's 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters. And I generally broke this up into 4 quadrants when I was working on it, and I tried to get every single drill down in that particular color in those 4 quadrants. And it was a loose 4 quadrants, right? I wasn't going to let myself worry about stopping because it was a little bit past the 25%. I was trying to get colors down as they made sense with the canvas, right? So I would look at the canvas and think, all right, I see a ton of pink, for example, right here. I'm gonna try to work through all my pink colors and get as many down for each color as I can, because that's gonna help me have to transition colors less. Now, ultimately, there's going to be colors, like there's going to be symbols that you miss. So like I said, once I'm finished with this color, I'm gonna go back and fill in the colors that I missed, but there's really not that many. So I've heard this referred to, this kind of method of just trying to get every color down in an area. Maybe you pull up an entire row, maybe you pull up 2 squares if you're working on a Diamond Art Club kit where they're already there for you, and just try to do every color in that area. I've heard that referred to on, the one that comes to mind is Summer's Sparkling Good Times. She calls it color chasing. I don't know if she came up with that terminology or she got that from somewhere. I don't know if that's a widely known terminology, but I like it. So she just has found that that works for her, and that also I have found works for me. I tend to line up the bottles like in a row of what I'm gonna work on next for like so many colors during the project, and I just kind of go through them. And then I have to change colors out less in my tray, and it makes things go a lot faster. Another thing that I think can be done to make diamond painting faster is to buy quality kits. Quality kits meaning it doesn't have to be premium, it doesn't have to be any particular brand, but if you are fighting through a canvas where it's square drills, for example, and nothing's lining up together, and you're having to go back and straighten everything and really take a long time on each particular area because it's poor quality, that's gonna definitely slow you down. So that's another thing I would say. You know, everybody's got a budget for diamond painting. It's obviously not a need, it's a want, but if you can afford to buy a kit that's a little better quality, it's probably going to make you be able to diamond paint faster. All right, this is another one that I just think maybe I'm the only person who makes content on YouTube who feels this way. I'm sure I'm not, but how you can diamond paint faster. This is more about completing a project faster than it is like the physical diamond painting, but give yourself less options. What do I mean by that? I mean pens, I mean trays, I mean little trays that you set your things on, cover binders. A lot of people have a lot of diamond painting gear, and if you have to pick from 30 pens which pen you're going to use for each kit, and then you have to pick between 15 different diamond painting trays and whatever, like it's going to slow you down as far as completing a project. Now, that might be the thing that you love the most about diamond painting, and you don't care that it slows you down. And I totally get that. I don't happen to be that way. I'm a little bit of a minimalist, even like having diamond paintings. Me having diamond paintings surprises people because I tend to throw away things that I should keep because I don't like to have extra stuff. But so yeah, that's just one thing that I've noticed. I have a lot of trays because they come with the kits, but I've only actually purchased one tray, and you've noticed I don't really use it. I use like this really cheap one that came with, I think it came with a Dreamer design, but I'm not even sure at some point. And then this is the only diamond painting pen I've bought, and a lot of times when I'm doing ABs, I use the pen that comes with the Diamond Art Club kits and single place them when they're being a little bit difficult. So I have found that me not having to make extra decisions, just like with anything in life, if you have to make less decisions, you're going to be able to get through a project faster. The next one is kind of on that same line with having a bunch of stuff, right? And the thing that I don't have is I don't have a bunch of storage systems. I have these bottles, and then I got these for free, these larger ones, when I bought a kit from Diamond Art Club one time. These, like, I don't even know what they're called. You all probably know. But I only have the one. So again, I don't have to think about which storage kit I'm going to use. And then last but not least, I tend to do one diamond painting at a time. I don't use multiple whips. I don't work on multiple whips typically. I have done it like once, I think, was the only time I've done it. But, and I can understand why people do it. Keeps them engaged, keeps them interested in the particular kit. But at the same time, I think it depends on your setup, right? I have pretty much one place that I diamond paint, which is here at my, at least for now, which is here at my dining table. And so if I had more than one kit, I would have to take, I know this is gonna give some people like anxiety, but I'm gonna put these drills in with these crystals because I'm done with both of these, and I'm about to dump out all these drills. So don't worry about it. Because now I'm to the point where I'm back filling in the colors that I missed. So within like 20 minutes of finishing this video, I'm gonna be done with the kit. But sorry for that sidetrack. Let me get back to the video and finish up here. But I think that if you have only one place to diamond paint, physical like place to diamond paint, then having multiple whips is going to slow you down because you've got to clean up. If you have cats or small children, you probably have to put away the whip that you're not working on. And again, it's just like changing colors in that it's taking you some time. So all these things add up. That transition time where you're packing up one kit, getting out the other one to put away takes time. So I think that that's going to slow you down. Also, I have seen many videos where people get to the point where they have like 13 whips. And I have to say, in some ways I wish I did that, because those are like my favorite YouTube videos to watch, is whip parades when people have like 13 whips. I love watching those. So I'm glad people do it that way, but I just think that they get, a lot of times I see in their videos, they're kind of overwhelmed by the number of whips that they have. So I think that, again, the less you have to transition, whether it be colors or projects, the faster you're going to be able to diamond paint. That's all I have for today, y'all. Let me know in the comments what I missed. What are the things that you do in order to speed up your diamond painting, or do you not try to speed up your diamond painting? I certainly can see an argument for, we spend a lot of money on these kits. I don't want to fly through them. I want to have time to enjoy the hobby. It makes perfect sense to me. But let me know how you feel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button, hit the like button. I don't know if my thumb's in the viewfinder, there it is. And until I come back on the next video, which my videos go up on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, happy diamond painting, everyone.